All right, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's duck. We're smoking up some duck today. We're going to show you how to get this seasoned up, trimmed up, and smoked up, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so today it's duck, and like I said, we're smoking this guy, so we're just going to explain to you a little bit about this duck. Now, this duck is a free-range duck. This was fresh up until about a month ago, and then I froze it. So the first thing we're going to do is just start to cut off all that skin off the back. Now you could save that skin and save it for a stock. Always comes in handy, and just never throw away anything. Now ducks are extremely oily. Now this duck, as I froze it, the cavity plate on it here, it sunk down. So what I did was take a piece of aluminum foil and I stuck the aluminum foil in here. And to make sure it doesn't sink back down, I put an onion wrapped in aluminum and I stuck it inside the cavity here. So you're going to want to hold the cavity up, because if you take this out, it's going to sink down a little bit, which is no big deal, but if you want to stuff this afterwards with rice or anything, you're not going to be able to stuff it. The fat that's around the side here, you could either leave it or just take a knife and just cut it off. Now this is a very, very fatty piece of meat. And we're smoking this directly over fire today. And we're going to cut as much fat as we can off of here, because we don't want that dripping down into the fire. Because once that drips down into the fire, it could get the fire out of control. But we're burning a controlled fire today, so we're not going to have that problem. It's enclosed and there's a lid on the fire, so we won't have any of that. Now this skin is extremely oily, and to get some of the oil out of here, you just want to take your knife and just put a couple of holes in here, but you don't want to poke all the way through. Just get a couple of holes inside the skin, just the skin. So I try to just kind of go on an angle and just go like that, and that's going to help release a lot of that oil. I'm going to flip it over to the back, so just get the sides and the legs over there. Any time that you see that fatty fat there, just poke it. So let's just flip this over. It's even so oily, now I can't even get my hands on it. You can see the oil coming out of it. We're just going to poke it, just like that. So now we're not going to put this on the grill, just like this. We want to do something to help render some of that fat. So what I like to do is I'll boil this for about 5 minutes and get most of that oil out of here. Once you boil it, we're going to dry it, pat it off, and then we're going to season it. And then we're going to show you that in a second. So over to the stove we go. All right, water's boiling. I'm going to add a little salt to the water, just to get a little extra flavor in there. And then we're going to grab our bird. And in we go. Being very careful not to splash. All right, there we go. Let's get them down in there. Lid goes on. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, 5 minutes is up. Time to pull this out of here. Let me just grab my legs, and be very careful when you do this. Let's just grab my legs and pull them up and out. All right, I'm going to let that cool, and we'll meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so our bird is out of the water. Now this is what it looks like. You could see all the nice colors on here. Now the change color, and that's it. It looks like boiled chicken now. Now we're going to go in with some salt. Now most people make the mistake of putting a rub on. We're not doing that. So the rub gets put to the side, and all you need is salt. And we're smoking this with pecan wood today. I put this glove on so I could just grab this thing because it's so oily. I mean, look at that. So front and back, and get a good amount of the salt on there. That's going to help really dry the skin. You don't have to put anything on the crispus because, well, that oil's going to just come right through, but you want to rub that salt in there really good. Get it really rubbed in there. And that's just going to flavor that bird. And when it's hot, it's just melting right into that bird. And that's what you want. This nice salt to melt right down in there. All right, I'm going to turn this over. Now, I told you we put that onion in there. And if you look at the legs and the wings, they kind of just froze in position when I hit them with that hot water. So that's what you want. You want that to freeze in position like that. Now this time, I'm not going to have to tie it up. All right, so now we're going to get out that onion in the middle. So I'm just going to pull that out of here. Like I said, I got those gloves on because I don't want to have to struggle with this. Now that that's out of there, and you can see that the breast came up a bit, and from the weight it's going to come up again. Now I'm just going to put my hanger in because we are hanging this today. And I want to hang it this way from the leg. So I'm going to put my hanger in like this. Now this is the pit barrel hanger. Pit barrel makes some really good tools. So if you guys are looking to hang, this is a great way to go. So I'm going to hang it like this. I actually have this backwards. So I'm going to hang it like this. So I want to hang it with the feet hanging down. So we're going to go like this. And now this hanger is just going to allow me to go right up under the feet like this. And now my duck is ready for hanging. That's it. So just like that, it goes onto the barrel. Everything in position. You can look at the feet. They're right in there. And that's how you want it to hang. So I'm just going to take the feet like that and just push them in. And as they cook, they're just going to freeze in position like that. All right, we'll meet you onto the cooker, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. I got this fire cranking at about 350. And here we go. Just gonna hang this right over the fire, just like that. That's how you want this. We're gonna check back in with this about 2 hours. It's gonna take about 2 hours, 15 minutes for this thing from start to finish, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're about 1 hour and 5 minutes in. Let's show you how that's looking. Pretty hard to see. Let some of that smoke get out of there, but she's looking right. And if you look all the way down in here, I'm just going to show you how my coals are burning if I can get in here. There you go. All right, we're going to close back up, but that skin's looking pretty crispy there so far. Looks like it's crisping up pretty good. All right, we'll meet you back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are done. Time to pull this. And let's take a look at that bird. Beautiful. Look at that. A couple of bits on the bottom there. Woo! And she's hot and looking right. Skin nice and crispy. Nice. You can hear that. That's what we're looking for. All right, we're gonna close up. Meet you inside, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 3's chopping block. Duck, let's show you what we got. Look at that. Now, the reason why I hung it on this banana stand, and this is a banana stand, it's not a duck stand, is so it remains crispy. I'm just going to pick this up off the stand. And you can see, if you lay this down, it's going to get soggy. So you always want to hold it up. If you're trying to keep it as crispy as possible, hold it up. And I use the stand to hold it up. So let's just get this stand out of the way and get into this. All right, so I'm going to just bring this through the back. Just like that. And now that stands out of the way. And now we're going to get into this beautiful duck. So just like a chicken, I'm going to come down the breast. Just like that. Then I'm going to go through, open up the cavity. And then I'm just going to go down into the back. So I'm going to get it open. And I'm going to take my knife and come through. Chop it. And now she's half. So now I got half of that duck. Look at that. Is that beautiful? And you just want to cut it like a chicken. So I could pull this leg off, but let's cut it up because I don't want to ruin all that beautiful mahogany coat on there. So I'm going to put this half back. I'll put this on the plate for a second. And let's show you how to get this cut up. So I'm going to cut here, follow my wing, just follow through, and just tap. And give it another tap, and I'm straight through. I'm just going to pull that off, and look at that. Now that's the color of duck meat. It's dark, and you can see all that fat just rendered down beautiful. And you can hear this. Let's just get a piece of the skin. Crispy, delicious. That's amazing. And look at that nice duck meat in there. Let's get a pitmaster taste on that. Fantastic. So what we'll do is just cut the rest of this up. And no, it does not taste gamey. It has a duck taste to it. It's very rich. I'm going to take that little piece off. This is how you want to cut that. And this little bone on the back, we're going to straighten that up. And just take my knife and just put it against there and chop. That's how you straighten up any pieces that need to be straightened up. So let's just put this over on the plate. That skin, I mean, it's like glass. That's why you want to boil it first. Let's put this over here and let's show you how to get this cut up again too. So for those of you guys that don't know how to cut up a duck, I'm showing you right here. All right, let's get that wing off. So we're gonna go through the wing. I mean, that falls right off. And we'll just come down and get that breast right out of there. Just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we have this leg. I am going to cut this off. So let's cut this leg off. And we're just going to tap down. And now we got this back left with a little thigh attached to it. So what we'll do is just come down and we'll take my knife, chop in, and I'm going to leave that all one piece just like that. So I'm going to just plate up like this and then put all your beautiful duck pieces on the plate. And now you have all of your ducks in a row. All right, let's show you what this looks like plated up. So I'm gonna Move this off to the side. Let's get this in. Off to the side. And now let's get a plate going on. Now usually I make a side. I did make a side. Some rice noodles. And a little dark soy. Just something very simple. Some simple rice noodles to go onto the plate. Well, let's get those on there. Got some scallion in here. So we'll just put a couple of scallion in here too. Very simple, basic meal. And I try to keep things simple. I'll put that right on there. A little scallion in there. Jalapeno on top. And then I'm gonna put a little garlic, fresh garlic, on the top of that. Followed by maybe just a drizzle of sesame oil. And let's get our duck onto the plate. So here's that beautiful duck breast. I'm gonna put that right on here. And we'll plate up with a beautiful leg. And I'll just slide this down. And there you have it. Now we're gonna put a little fresh pickled ginger on the side here. Never go wrong with a little fresh pickled ginger here. Put a little touch of wasabi just right here on the plate, so you can go right into that. A little dollop of that, just to set that off. All right, we're gonna straighten up and we're gonna meet you guys right back here, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, hanging smoked duck, smoked up to perfection. Now we smoked that with some pecan wood. That's what gave it that beautiful mahogany color. Dried out that skin. That's how we got it crispy. And we served it up with some rice noodles, some dark sesame oil, and a few fixins on the side. Can't go wrong with that one. 2 hours and 45 minutes total cook time. And if you like this video or more videos at about.com, don't forget to hit that bell, give a like, let me know you like the videos. Thank you, we enjoyed you coming. Until the next time, gotta get that little Pitmaster taste there.